Hello everyone, my name is Manpreet and I'm going to present the topic foodborne illness. Foodborne illness can be defined as any illness that is caused or results from consumption of food that is contaminated with pathogenic bacteria, viruses, or parasites. So, what is the relation between foodborne illness and food and nutrition management? According to World Health Organization, these two are very much interlinked, as contaminated and unsafe food can cause disease and then malnutrition, which can affect the nutritional health of infants and elderly and people who have compromised immune system. The concept of foodborne illness. Foodborne illness is caused by ingesting food that is contaminated with microbes or natural toxins that are produced by such microbes or chemical or physical agents. The main cause behind foodborne illness is unhygienic practice during food production. Some of the common symptoms of foodborne illness include diarrhea, vomiting, abdominal cramp, nausea, fever, and fatigue, etc. So, who is responsible for this? Who needs to take in charge to prevent foodborne illness? Canadian Food Inspection Agency is responsible for enforcing the food safety policies and standards that is set by Health Canada. Many foodborne illness outbreaks occur in restaurant, and thus many restaurants require their food handlers and supervisors to have a certification by clearing an exam that will ensure that they have the knowledge of safe food and safe food production and thus reduce the risk of foodborne illnesses. Significance of foodborne illness. Why is it important for us to understand foodborne illness? Why is it significant? So, foodborne illness is a serious issue and a threat to the health of consumers globally and a main cause of morbidity. Eating unsafe, unhealthy food which is contaminated can cause danger to the life of infant, pregnant women, and elderly people. These illnesses actually contribute significantly to the cost of healthcare globally. And sometimes this can lead to chronic diseases like kidney damage and health problems. So, what is the procedure to prevent foodborne illness? First and most common is to maintain cleanliness and hygiene, washing hands before and after touching food, keeping knife and cutting boards and counters clean, using separate board and plates and utensils for uncooked vegetables and meats, and keeping meat and poultry and vegetables separate in the refrigerator so that cross contamination doesn't occur, and making sure that the food is at the right temperature so that microorganisms do not grow in them. For example, internal temperature of whole meat should be 145 degree Fahrenheit for ground meat, 160 degree Fahrenheit for poultry, 165 degree Fahrenheit. Perishable foods should be refrigerated within 2 hours in order to prevent the growth of microorganisms in them. Similarly, the temperature of hot foods should be maintained at 60 degrees Celsius or higher. To summarize the presentation, we can say that foodborne illness has a significant impact on the health globally. It can occur at any stage in the food production chain till it reaches the consumer. Every person at different stage of the food production has a role to play till the point it reaches consumer, and these include food handler, workers, supervisors, and even consumers. The consumers need to have the basic knowledge and awareness about foodborne illness, food safety, and so that they can choose wisely which food to eat and which not. Federal and global policymakers have their own role in ensuring the food that reaches consumer is free from pathogen, as they enforce rules and regulations to the organizations and food production companies. Three main ways of preventing foodborne illness include cleanliness, keeping the foods items separate, which means keeping meat, hot food, and cold food separately, and also maintaining correct food temperature so that the microorganisms do not get favorable atmosphere to grow and proliferate in the food. So here's the quiz time. Based on the presentation, these are some of the questions that you can easily answer um, if you listen to the presentation. So, what are the two most common microorganisms or microbes which can cause foodborne illness? What is the responsibility of consumer in preventing foodborne illness? And what are the three main ways which can help preventing foodborne illnesses? These are the references. Thank you.